All right, and by the way, we have unusual today. We have a bunch of open lines, so if you do call the number that you see scrolling on the bottom, the 1-800-529-5465, or international, the 212-227-8933. You should, if you call at this very moment, get on our show because we do have a bunch of open lines. Unusual for a Thursday night. Let's go to Sonia in Minneapolis. Sonia.
Hello.
Hi, Sonia. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just asked a question to ask for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
He married like 4 years ago, but he got green card like 3 months. He got 10 years green card. Like, how long is he going to file for citizenship?
In 2 years, 6 months, and 3 days from now. He still has to wait. He didn't get a 2-year green card first, did he?
No, it's 10 years.
Okay, yeah. So you have to wait 2 years, 9 months, and 3 days from the time you get your first green card, which was 3 months ago. So he has about 2.5 years to go.
Oh, so it's not based on marriage.
No, it's based on when you get your green card.
Oh, so 2 years and 6 months and 3 days.
Well, 2 years, 9 months, and 3 days from the day he got his green card. So I just told you 2 years and 6 months and 3 days simply because you told me it was about 3 months ago. But the real rule is I don't want to confuse anybody. I don't want to confuse you. It's 2 years, 9 months, 3 days.
Okay.
All right?
Yep. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Jimmy in Sacramento. Jimmy. Jimmy.
Hello.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Hi. I have a question about my case.
Mm-hmm.
So I got married like 10 years ago when I entered into the first marriage, and we went to the interview. And our case, we couldn't convince the officer at that time, so we withdraw the case after the interview.
Why did you withdraw the case? I don't understand.
Because the officer didn't believe that our marriage was bona fide at that time, and she was kept threatening my wife. That
it was a bona fide marriage. You were in a real marriage.
Yes, it was the bona fide marriage.
Okay.
And our marriage will last for like 4 years, and at first we agreed that we couldn't prove at that time, so we just think it's simple, like we're gonna withdraw our case and prepare for a better application.
Right.
Next time.
Right.
Yeah. So the marriage didn't end well after 4 years, so we decided to get divorced.
Okay.
Okay, and so I got the I-485 letter from the USCIS, said that
you were denied.
My case was withdrawn.
Okay.
Yeah, but not until now I learned that my wife also got I-130 letter, say that my case was denied. And
yeah, this is your problem, Jimmy. Where are you from, by the way?
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from California, Sacramento.
No, originally.
Originally, I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam, okay. This is the problem you have.
Okay.
You go back, let's say you fall in love again and you go back and you go to file your application, and there's no question in anybody's mind your marriage to this second wife is real. You have children with your wife, you have joint financial documents. You guys are the Romeo and Juliet of the 2020. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has a greater love than Jimmy and his new wife. There's no question about it. Problem is, immigration believes that you committed marriage fraud the first time around. They had you withdraw the case because they said this is a business marriage. And if immigration believes that your first marriage was a business marriage, despite the fact that it wasn't, you are barred from getting a green card for the rest of your life. So when you go and with wife number two, because I already hear where you're going with your question, you have to be prepared to prove that your first marriage was real. Because if you can't do that, you're going to be denied.
Yes.
That's where your problem is.
Okay. So I'm still don't understand because from the first interview, they asked us to withdraw the case because they don't think that they don't believe us, and they told us like if you withdraw the case now and prepare for the better interview next time.
They lie.
They don't want. Yeah, they don't want to do.
They lie.
Oh,
They lie.
okay.
I don't know if you heard the first story. They're torturing people to get them to sign papers.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you need. Now you're married again.
Yeah, I got married again last year.
You need, when you go for your interview, you better be ready to prove that first marriage was real. All right. And you're gonna need a good lawyer. All right.
Okay.
So hold on one second. Let's go to Tunde in Houston, Texas. Tunde. 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 Anybody who's in Houston, Texas, say hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Brad.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, Brad, I was married 2016. I got my green card 2017. 2019, I filed to remove the condition on my green card. July last year. So a month after, my wife had issue when a birthday party, she had a fight with a pregnant woman, a pregnant lady. I know she was intoxicated, so I was forcing her to go into
Wait. Who had a fight with who? Your wife had a fight with another woman who was pregnant? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And she physically hit the pregnant lady?
Yes, she did, but we tried to stop her, so I was forcing her to get into the car so that we can leave.
Right.
So that pregnant lady left. So somebody that was drunk, he's trying to date my wife. Somebody told me that before she came in.
Wait. You're right. So your wife gets into a fight with a pregnant lady. You try to get her in a car, and somebody who's drunk is trying to date your wife? Where did that come from?
So I was forcing her to take her to the car so that we can leave. After the pregnant lady has left, a guy, we don't know him, he just called the cops. Then the cops met me when I was forcing her to get into the car. So they was like, I assaulted her. So I was arrested.
You were the one arrested?
Honestly, these two guys are white guys. I think to me they are racist because
wow. Where did this happen? In Texas?
In Texas.
So what happened with the case?
So the case, we've been going back and forth on the case. I got a criminal defense lawyer. So now the district attorney told my lawyer there is no proof I assaulted her after investigation. And my wife
is your wife cooperating or not?
Yes, she wrote a letter to the courthouse that this guy did not assault me.
Do nothing, okay.
So, but they kept going back and forth. Now they said the district attorney told my lawyer that there's no proof I assaulted her, but she want me to go for anger management class, which that is going to take 18 months. I've been on that. This is the 10 weeks. It's going to take 18 weeks. This is the 10th week. So my question now is, based on marriage, I was supposed to file for citizen 3 months ago, but because I'm still in class for the anger management. You
can't file for citizenship right now while you have a pending case. I hope that, I don't know what you're doing. I hope you didn't plead guilty to anything, because in Texas they can have you say plead guilty, and then at the end of the case, we'll have you withdraw your guilty plea. That's a guilty plea.
I didn't plead guilty to anything.
You didn't plead, good. So then you're definitely in a pre-diversion program. You do the anger management, and then they throw it out, and then the day the day they throw it out, the next day you can do your citizenship.
Oh, okay. That's all I need.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Lottie in Huntsville, Alabama. Lottie.
Hey, Brad. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. My brother did not disclose a previous marijuana arrest, and it came up at his recent interview, and he explained to the officer what happened, and they had him correct the statement that he made before. They told him they were sending him a letter. They sent him the letter.
Well, let me ask you a question. Who's sponsoring your brother?
His daughter, my niece.
Okay. And what did he not correct at the interview? Tell me the specifics.
When they filled out the paperwork, he did not disclose the arrest.
Okay, what was the arrest? Tell me the
he did his fingerprint, it came up.
1 second. Tell me the specifics about the arrest.
He was arrested for marijuana. That's what the paper said that they sent to us in 2010.
What was the result of that case? Was he convicted?
He went to rehab, and the case was adjudicated.
I don't know what that means. Was he found guilty of something?
Like he was thrown out, was plead down.
Those are three different things. Okay? It was adjudicated means one thing. Plead down means another. Thrown out means another. Those are three different concepts.
He went to rehab, and he wasn't charged for it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. That's what the papers are saying. So I'm trying to figure out now. We got the papers from the court.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if you know what the papers are saying, because based on what you just told me 60 seconds ago, I don't know for a fact that the case was dismissed. It was thrown out. It was pled down.
After he did his rehab,
where did this happen?
In Florida.
In Florida. Was he put into something called a pre-diversion program in Florida?
I'm not sure what it is, but I know he told them he was using it, and when his lawyer, spoke to the judge, they agreed on rehab, and he went to rehab for 6 months.
All right.
Sent the papers to the court, and then was dismissed.
So he has three different issues here, which we don't have the answer to at the moment. Number one is, was this case really dismissed? Because if he was found guilty of possession of marijuana, he may not be able to get a green card. That's number one. Number two, he has a misrepresentation issue. He lied to the government, because that is something important that the government wants to know. Have you ever been arrested before? Okay. And he made a misrepresentation. There is no waiver for a misrepresentation when you're filed by your U.S. citizen child. So if in fact he made a misrepresentation, he can't get a green card through his kid. He can only get a green card, because you can only do a waiver through a parent or a spouse. Does he have family here, a parents here, a spouse here that's legal?
My mom just died.
Your mom just died. I'm sorry to hear that. Where's your dad?
He died as well.
All right. Does he have a spouse?
No, he doesn't have a spouse. He has a sister who is a U.S. citizen, but I don't know if that has any weight.
That's you?
Yes.
Okay. No, that has no weight. So because he made a misrepresentation, he's going to be denied. There's no waiver, and he's going to ultimately get put in deportation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's going to need a spouse, because that's how you get the waiver in a bona fide loving marriage. The other issue, which we didn't even get to, is if he said, I had a drug problem, then he's admitting to drug abuse, and you have to show that you're no longer abusing drugs. That's a whole other thing, to be able to get a green card. So okay. he has issues left, right, center, up, down. I don't even know where to begin. So
where do we go from here?
Have a consultation. I'm not going to solve the problem right now, but he's ultimately, I hope he has a girlfriend that he can fall in, or he's in love with somebody. But hold on 1 second. Let's figure it out. Let's go to Cynthia in Brooklyn. Cynthia.
Yeah. Hi, brother.
Good. How are you?
Yeah. Good evening. I'm calling on behalf of my brother.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he applied for his citizenship, and he get a waiver fee approval from May the 6th of 2020. But up until now, he haven't received anything. He has nothing to do with fingerprint, nothing at all. What should he do?
Nothing. They're going to use his old fingerprint from his green card. So don't worry that he didn't get fingerprinted, and they're not going to schedule him for an interview till next spring. So just
next spring?
Yeah, it's taking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know who you have to thank for that? You know who you have to thank
Corona?
for that? Well, that's one. There's two things to thank: Corona and pumpkin.
And pumpkin?
And pumpkin. You know who the pumpkin is? Cynthia? I think we lost Cynthia. Cynthia, you know who the pumpkin is?
Trump?
Yes, Trump. Yeah, pumpkin and Corona. Right. That's why it's taking a while. Eventually he'll get through, okay?
Okay.
Tell him keep the faith soon.
All right.
All right. All right, let's go to Kenneth in Houston. Kenneth.
Hello.
Hi, Kenneth. How are you?
Good, and you say, me, I came here as a J1.
Yep.
As I came as a J1, I've never got married back home. I'm from Zimbabwe.
Where are you from?
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. And you came on a J1. What
yes,
was your,
but I came from South Africa. I was living in South Africa.
Okay, that's fine.
Then I came through here in 2017. But in South Africa, I was there due to political issues from the country. Then when I reached here, I saw that, it's a bit far from home. Then I decided not to go back, but to be here. But I had my kids, and the mom was somewhere else, not in Zimbabwe, not in South Africa. She was in London. So we had a long term not seeing each other. So I came this side. I live here 2018. Then I met someone. Then on my CV, my resume, it was written like, I've got kids, I've got someone. Then when I came here, I met someone. Then I said, no, I don't know how to do that now, like marriage or something. She was asking for being married. Then we're not planning to have kids. Then now we did have kids. We had first-born boy. Then we had the second boy. Yet I was told already by the mother of my kids back home that no more. We don't do anything just because you go other way, me I go other way. So no more love, no more anything. So, but I filed an asylum first here in 2018 also, so I don't know how I go about with that.
All right, you're all over the place. Let me just figure out what you're saying, because I'm trying to concentrate and get all your facts in. Okay, what I understand, let me repeat what I understand, so that way we're talking the same thing. All right, you're originally from Zimbabwe. You moved to South Africa because of violence in Zimbabwe. You decided to come to the United States on a J visa. You had a child with a woman in London. You subsequently met a woman here in America. You had 2 children with them. I hear at least one baby in the background right now. You had filed for asylum, but were you married to this woman in London ever?
No, we have never
got
married.
Did you marry the woman here in America?
No, I haven't got married. Because we just met it. I was not up to be attached to someone since I was solving my
Are you ready to marry the woman that you are with in America that you have 2 children with?
Yes, I'm ready, but I don't know how to.
You don't know how to get married?
No, I asked about the case I filed first for asylum. Then someone say you can't mix the story.
All right.
So that's why I'm asking for.
Because you filed for, let's talk this through, okay?
Yeah.
Because you filed for asylum doesn't mean you can't get married. Go get married. No, but there's no law that says you file for asylum, you have to be a single man for the rest of your life. There's no such thing. So so hear me out. So go get a license, go get married. Okay, now you're married to an American citizen. I have a question for you. On your J visa, do you have a 2-year home residence requirement?
Yes.
You do?
True. Yes.
Okay, so this is what you're going to do in this order. Okay, you listening?
Yeah. Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. Number 1, go get married.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're going to file for a waiver of the 2-year home residence requirement. Either because your government in South Africa or Zimbabwe or wherever you're supposed to go back to says they don't care whether you go back, or you're going to base it on hardship that you can't go back because your life's in danger. One or the other. Yes. You're going to get the waiver approved. You're then going to withdraw your asylum, and you're going to file an adjustment based on marriage to a U.S. citizen.
Yes, but I've got a question. When I met another lawyer with my fiance, the lawyer say, so long you had the children in Zimbabwe, you have to prove that you are not married to the mother just because you do have those children. Maybe one of the days you want them to be here, so you have to prove.
Let me ask you a question, Kenneth.
Never get married.
Kenneth, let me ask you a question. Okay, I just asked you. Are you married to a woman anywhere in this world? And you said no, right?
Yes, no.
Okay, so go get married. Follow my directions. If immigration has some sort of record that says you're married, then you would have to get a certificate from whatever country that is, a certificate of no impediment to marriage. It's a simple thing to get. That's not going to stop you from following my plan.
I don't have somewhere to write. What is it called?
A certificate. You don't have to worry about that right now. Go get married, but it's called a certificate of no impediment to marriage, meaning that the civil authority in whatever country that the U.S. government says you're married in, they've done a search, there's no marriage certificate.
Oh, okay.
But you're overthinking this, Kenneth. Go get married.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Hold on one second. Thank you. God bless you. I hope he's listening to me. Let's go to Mary in Orlando, Florida. Mary.
Good evening, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. My question is, I got married to a U.S. citizen in November of 2016.
Yeah.
I got my green card, 10-year green card, in March of 2019.
Great.
And unfortunately, because of domestic violence, I had to leave the maternal home in January of this year.
Okay.
My question is, when will I be eligible for citizenship?
When did you get your conditional green card? 2016, you
said? No, condition. I got my straight 10-year.
It was 2019? Yeah. Unfortunately, because you left and you got your green card through a straight marriage, you didn't get it through the VAWA. You left after, and I'm sorry about the violence, but you're going to have to wait the 5 years then.
Okay, so 1 year's gone already, so I have to wait 4 more years.
Correct.
Because it was marriage.
It wasn't through VAWA, it was through a regular marriage, and you're not with your spouse. And there's no law that says, well, you get to do it for 3 years if you left him because of violence. It's only you get to do it for 3 years if you got your green card through VAWA.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about
that. All right, so I have to wait 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's go to Sam in Mount Vernon. Sam.
Hi, Brad. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am good. So my friend husband filed for his stepchild in Jamaica in September 2019. The I-130 was approved in June. They sent in everything July.
Right.
They got a reply from NBC that all documents are approved and everything is okay. They are now waiting on Kingston. That was from August. They haven't heard anything as yet. Could you tell us what's the next step to take?
Call the embassy.
She's underage.
Call the embassy. Where's my child? I want to schedule an
Jamaica.
appointment. Yeah, call the embassy in Jamaica. Where's my child? I want a visa appointment. The U.S. citizen should be doing it, and if they can't get through, then get a lawyer to start harassing the embassy.
Okay, because
they're gonna drag their feet.
Yeah.
They're gonna drag their feet like they're going through mud. And I had a woman who called earlier and said, "Why is citizenship taking a year?" And I said, two things. I don't know if you were listening.
Yeah.
Were you listening?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, Corona and pumpkin. He's doing it on purpose. All right, in this day and age, if we've ever learned anything, in the age of Corona and pumpkin, squeaky wheel gets the oil. You gotta scream and yell.
Yeah, because it's from August. Everything has been approved.
Yeah. So your child's an immediate relative. He's immediately eligible for a green card.
Yeah.
It's now been almost 3 months, going on 3 months.
Yeah.
So you gotta scream and yell at the embassy.
When he called NVC up here, they're saying that
no, don't call
everything
NVC.
is okay.
Don't call NVC. Was the case transferred to the embassy?
In Jamaica, they said that they're waiting on an interview date from.
You have a letter saying that they transferred the file from NVC to Jamaica, correct?
We got an email.
An email, fine. So now you got to call up the embassy and say, "Hey, I'm an American citizen. Can you schedule my child? I want to be reunited." Okay. What? You won't? Let me speak to your supervisor. Hey, supervisor. Yeah. Oh, you won't? Let me speak to your supervisor. I'm not getting off the phone. That's what you got to do.
We'll definitely get on it Monday.
And if not, then call me and we'll scream and yell at them.
All right, then. Thank you. Have a good day now.
All right, hold on.
All
right. Let's go to Jeremy in Philadelphia. Jeremy. Anybody?
Hi, Brad. How are you doing?
Jeremy, how are you?
I'm good. I have a quick question. I'm calling for my cousin.
Yeah.
So he has an aggravated felony, and he's married to a youth. Question is, what is a 2H28 waiver? What does that do? 212H and 212C. That's it.
Yeah. If you have an aggravated felony, you can't get a green card.
Okay.
Period.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Oscar in Tacoma. Oscar.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Oh, well, it's fine here. I have two questions.
Yes.
The first one is I applied for asylum last year in August. And I just want to know how I could, is there any possibility of having an interview?
It'll come very soon. It's going to come. If you just filed this past August 2 months ago, you're going to get it soon.
Not 2 months ago. Last year, 2019.
You'll still probably get it pretty soon. But you know, with Corona, it slowed down. But they're going last in, first out, so you should be getting it soon. Where are you from?
Okay. Originally?
Originally.
From Uganda, the Pearl of Africa.
All right. So what you can do is, if you want, you can hold on. I'll review your asylum claim. If I think you have an open and shut case, we can try to do a mandamus for you.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let's go to Tasha in Mount Vernon. Tasha.
Hey, speaking.
How are you?
I'm good, bro.
How you doing?
I'm good. I have a quick question. I was just watching, and Sam, the girl called in. I've been married going on 4 years in January.
Right.
Still with my husband, but I went online to check. But
what?
It said I'm not eligible until 2022. Is that correct?
To check what?
For my citizenship, to put my citizenship in.
There's no website that says when you're eligible for citizenship. Where you
I was trying to do it online. I don't know. That's why I said I'm going to call you. I was going to call you.
All right. So let me ask you this question. You got your green card when?
It's 2018.
Okay. And what month in 2018?
June 2018.
Okay, was that the first time you got a 10-year card, or you had a 2-year card?
Yeah, just my 10-year.
Did you get a 2-year card before that?
No, just a 10-year.
And you and your spouse, you live together, bona fide loving marriage. All right.
Yep,
so,
with a child.
Okay, congratulations. So you can file for your citizenship 2 years, 9 months, and 3 days from June, whatever date in 2018. So that would be June 2019, June 2020. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Call it May 1st, 2021.
Of 2021? Okay, yep. I'll come to your office because I had spoken to my paralegal prior to getting it. So thank you so much.
All right, you're very welcome.
Bye.
You like that? August, September, October. I got to count on my fingers. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.